I'm brilliant. It's like, it's kind of like childbirth in a way. I feel like I'm being born here onto this stage, and for the last, I don't know how many years I've been kind of in the mother's tummy there, in the womb. So I just want to say thanks for coming out. Um, this has been in my diary for months now, so I've been really looking forward to it. I came here, I think it was winter time. I just remember the footage. I had a jumper on with a jumper underneath, and then a polo neck underneath, and another jumper and a t-shirt. And still my nose was running, but I had a great time. It was just myself and the two lads, Dan and James, so we had a good night. So I'm kind of overwhelmed to see people. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant, with candles on their tables. And I'm going to start with this instrument. It's the first instrument I ever played. My parents used to bring me to my uncle and grandfather's house. They used to play accordion and harmonica. They were, great family get-togethers. My mother and her brother, who is 98, and their sister, who is a little bit younger, came to Wexford about 4 weeks ago. So they're still kind of doing it. They're still getting together and still going around, having a good time together. And I was inspired listening to my grandfather and my uncles playing the harmonica and accordion. So I wrote a tune called The Red Tin Roof. And I said I'd started with them right back in the beginning. So here we go. Thank you. So my name is Peter O'Toole, and I grew up in Dublin, and I've been moving ever since I grew up. I've lived, I don't know how many different houses. Recently I had to fill out a Garda vetting form for something, and I had to text them back because there wasn't enough pages to fill in the places I've been living in. And I spent my youth in Donnybrook in Dublin, and it was beautiful. There was loads of fields, we were in a kind of a big gang of maybe about 17 or 18 lads and girls, mainly playing football, but then at a certain stage music kind of came into our lives, and there was a few musicians in the pod. So this is called Strange Days, or From the Inside Out. I haven't decided yet. Mosaic of colored stone, the water's edge is cold. Somehow the day is long, somehow the moon is burning. Forget all the things I said, they'll never be enough. I need to be quiet now, I need to start listening. Strange days, everything is changing now. Strange days when you're in the lost and found. Strange ways when you finally look around and everything is different from the inside out. In this fever I have woken, I am hurting to the bone. I am sleeping all alone, and there's a smile. See it through the glass, a restless sky, suburban faces, but this place is just a wasteland when you're gone. Strange days, everything is changing now. Strange days when you're in the lost and found. Strange ways when you finally look around and everything is different from the inside out. Mosaic of colored stone, the water's edge is cold. Somehow the day is long, somehow the moon is burning. Yeah. Thank you. So they were strange days. Our house was the place that we could all go to. We had a key in the door always. It never came out. And my parents gave us the front room, which was the sitting room, which normally that would have the out of bounds sign on it for only visitors. So they said, at least we know where they are. So there's about 15 of us in the front room every night, listen to Bruce Springsteen, The Clash, Bob Marley, Planxty. And my grandmother lived with us all our lives, so she used to just kind of knock on the window when it got too late, when it was time to go. But they were magic days. This is kind of thinking about the area where I grew up and losing some friends. It's quite a happy song, so you can clap along. Wide awake, it's 4 in the morning, the TV's on, there's a hurricane warning, the wind outside tears us apart, everything we ever had. The CD burns, flames of love, but one more day was never enough. And when it's gone, the silent pain, never will it be again. Baby, is it over now? 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 The city burns, flames of love, and one more day was never enough. And when it's gone, the silent pain, never will it be again. Baby, is it over now? 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 Try it. Baby, is it over now? Baby, is it over? Grazie. Thank you. So, Wexford, cheers. Thank you. Where's everyone from? I bet you it's not Wexford. Is anyone from Wexford? Mm-hmm. From Wicklow? Ah, brilliant. Yeah. My mother is in Ballybrack. So, a couple of miles up the road, yeah. So yeah, I'm overwhelmed to see everyone here. It's amazing. It's kind of speechless, but I'll try not to be. This is called "This Heart Is Yours, My Love." When the night sky comes again and the ghost wind never ends and the sunlight fades for another day, this heart is yours, my love. When the rain starts to fall and you dance your lover's waltz all around the streets where we used to meet, this heart is yours, my love. Don't look back tonight when there's only a shadow of light in the gentle touch. When it all gets too much, this heart is yours, my love. When the rain turns to rest and the gates between us turn to dust, in the eye of your soul is the darkest road, this heart is yours, my love. Don't look back tonight when there's only a shadow of light in the gentle touch. When it all gets too much, this heart is yours, my love. Thank you. When we got word on the 12th of March 2020, I suppose, that we were not going to be touring, myself and the band were meant to go to, where was it? To Budapest, actually. And so there was that time, that moment saying, what the hell are we going to do, you know? And how long is this going to last? And what can we do? Can we go? Can we not go? There was a whole load of gigs lined up. So anyway, long story short, we all had to stay at home. All of us. And I'm lucky enough to live kind of rural countryside in County Tipperary. So I was doing a lot of walking, and I decided to challenge myself by I said, try and write 10 songs on 10 different instruments and kind of video your journey. And so I did, and I kind of presented it to the Arts Council of Ireland, and they said, yeah, that's a great idea. So they got on board. So I went around looking around the area and writing tunes and just keeping busy, and it was great. So that tune I just played was called Two Horses. There was a field where there was two horses living. And what's that? In Tipperary. There was two horses, and there was cows. Cows and Crows is another tune. And then there's the Tipperary Cockerel. So they're all three tunes that I wrote. But I wrote this song as well, which... where's that thing? It's here. I was kind of laughing or thinking about, you know, our situation as human beings. And I figured that sometime an alien ship must have visited and just rejected any earthlings. They said, no, we're not going to take them. They're not ready for us yet. So this is a song called Far Off, Beautiful World. I haven't played, these are all brand new tunes, so I haven't really played them, so thanks for your patience. Thank you. And slowly we move, standing again. The streets are empty and we wait till the very end. Suddenly there's a change in the sky. Everything that we planned will have to wait for another time. Long ago they say the world was free, but an alien ship landed on Mercy Street, and the aliens knew what was still to come. So they went back home and didn't take anyone. All around we keep forgetting what we came here for. All around maybe we'll wake up in a far-off beautiful world. 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 So time goes by and we move to the hills, where the trees are comfort and we can't stand still. And we're overcrowding and we can't stand still. And the brothers and sisters sing a different song. All around we keep forgetting what we came here for. All around maybe in a far-off, beautiful world. In a far-off, beautiful world. In a far-off, beautiful world. Under the palm tree, sipping a hoochie hoochie, flaming margarita. Steaming of cats and dogs, alligators and laughing hyenas. In a far-off, beautiful world. 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 Get yourself on telly. In a far-off, beautiful world. Yeah. In a far-off, beautiful world. Really loud. In a far-off, beautiful world. 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 Beautiful. This is great. So they're all new songs, as I said. I have there's a brand new CD out, which I made at home with one microphone and my 10 tunes that I wrote, and then I wrote 4 songs as well, including that one. So what I'd like to do is actually give you all a copy tonight for your generosity and for your love. So before we go, I'll give you a copy. Yeah. No, it's €50 each, thanks. This is called I Wonder What Is Going On. Thanks. Wonder what is going on. We can't see further than today. Is this the end of something new? Before we even see it through. And when I look into your mind, I remember where I am. And I have never really tried. We could never understand. But we don't come here no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. And we're lost in the sound of everybody else. You're the best thing that ever happened. I wanna cry like a little child. Cry like a little child. Please take care of all you have. I could steal it all away. We are much too close to see it anyway. And you don't come here no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. I'm lost in the sound of everybody else. You're the best thing that ever happened. I want to cry like a little child, cry like a little child. Never felt a love like this, my darling, my child, my evergreen. The sun is just for you on Independence Day. I've never felt a love like this, my darling, my child, my evergreen. The sun is just for you on Independence Day. Never felt a love like this, my darling, my child, my evergreen. The sun is just for you on Independence Day. Never felt a love like this, my darling, my child, my evergreen. The sun is just for you on Independence Day. So when I was 15, I was hanging out in a monastery with some monks. It was quite an open monastery. Actually, I started playing guitar first in that monastery at Mass. So we'd be kind of noodling during the Holy Communion, writing little tunes for, any gap there was in Mass, we'd fill it with a piece of music. And Raphael MacDonald was the monk who taught me guitar first, and he played bouzouki as well. So the two of us got 2 bouzouki's made in 1980. And I've been playing passionately bouzouki since then. And I'll actually I wrote a tune for Raphael, which I'll play you now before I do anything. He came from a family of 13, and there was only one of the family who didn't go into the brotherhood or sisterhood. And then most of them actually dropped out. Raphael went to live in Egypt. And they were a beautiful family from Strabane, really beautiful family. So this is a tune that I just called Raphael's tune. We kind of wrote it together, and then I modified it a little bit. So to Raphael and all his family, thank you. Okay. Myself, Raphael, and his brother Cyril went hitchhiking around Europe when I was 16, I think I was. I had long hair and I looked a lot older than I was. So I was able to get into bars, and I was able to hop on boats and trains. We got an Interrail ticket, so the three of us went over. The best meal I ever had. We ended up in the south of France, not knowing where we were. We got off a train and went onto the beach, and we had a tent. We tried to put the tent up in the sand, which is absolutely impossible. You can't do it. So we ended up just laying the tent out flat, and the three of us kind of crawled in underneath. And the next morning we woke up, and we had a can of beans, and we also had this kind of tomato puree spray or paste, and we cooked it up. And I'll tell you, it was the most. I remember it as the most delicious meal I've ever had. In Nice, the cops came and they wanted to arrest us, but they we were just three dopes, really, just lying on the beach, not knowing anything about rules and regulations. So they sent us on our way, and I tell you, that was great. That was really great. This is how a love could be. You open up your heart to me. This is how a day should break. The sun shines in upon your face, and everything is changing now. Everything is changing now. This is how I want to be, to turn and you're the one I see. This is how I want to live. There's nothing that I wouldn't give, and everything is changing now. Everything is changing now. I wake up like this every day. This same old movie starts to play. Sitting in an empty room, two lovers say goodbye. You put the stars up in the sky. This is how I want to dream. Close your eyes and let it in. This is how we keep it real. Spinning on a spinning wheel, and everything is changing now. And everything is changing now. I wake up like this every day. This same old movie starts to play. Sitting in an empty room, two lovers say goodbye. You put the stars up in the sky. this every day. The same old movie starts to play. I wake up like this every day. The same old movie starts to play. I wake up like this every day. The same old movie starts to play. I wake up like this every day. The same old movie starts to play. Thank you. There's a great movie called Groundhog Day. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. It's fantastic. Here we go. Do it in a minor. To make, actually. I'd like to thank the Department of Tourism, Culture, Arts, Gaeltacht, Sport and Media for investing in these amazing gigs and for enabling crew and artists to work again in this moment. So thank you to all of those. Thank you. Because I know I would have forgotten that, but it's very important. I'd like to thank Dan and James for sound and beautiful lights and camera as well. This is called Taking a Step in the Right Direction. There was a moment where I went out with a whole gang, well, actually loads of times I went out with a load of people, right? Loads of friends and family and everything. And you get to the center of the town and you just can't agree on where you want to go. Some people want this, some people want that, some people want Italian, Indian. So when I got home, this song was kind of floating around my head. It's called I'm Taking a Step in the Right Direction. Down to the very last time we sit in the corner of a favorite restaurant. The atmosphere is just like before, so we look at the door, but it's not gonna happen this time. We're taking a step, we're taking a step. We're taking a step in the right direction. We're taking a step, we're taking a step. We're taking a step in the right direction. She has so much on her mind, but he tries to find a place to watch all the games on the TV. So they end up sitting alone in a Mexican bar. It seems like everyone else saw it coming. We're taking a step, we're taking a step, we're taking a step in the right direction. We're taking a step, we're taking a step, we're taking a step in the right direction. Taking a step, we're taking a step, we're taking a step in the right direction. We're taking a step, we're taking a step, we're taking a step in the right direction. We're taking a step, we're taking a step, we're taking a step in the right direction. Thank you. So this is the last song for the stream. So for everyone out there in computer land and phone land and Ireland, this is the last tune, and it's called The Long Way Around. It was actually inspired by my son, who always seemed to take the long way around doing things, but he eventually got there, thank God. So. I'm on the outside, trying to get through to you. We've come a long way, all that we want to do, and it feels like we are losing everything we ever had. And it's coming down on me, and it's coming down on you, and I'm still looking at the walls, and I'm still trying not to fall, and I'm still getting closer, but I'm gonna take the long way around, way around, way around, way around, way around. And I took for granted all that we've ever done. And I'm on the outside and you're still the only one. And it feels like we are losing everything we ever had. And it's coming down on me, and it's coming down on you. And I'm still looking at the walls, and I'm still trying not to fall. And I'm still getting closer, but I'm gonna take the long way around, way around, way around, way around. And I'm still looking at the walls, and I'm still trying not to fall. And I'm still getting closer, but I'm gonna take the long way around, way around, way around, way I'm still looking at the walls. Grazie. Thank you.